enterprises from Russia, Kazakhstan and Slovakia fell under the US sanctions. Their leader, a owner, is a citizen of Slovakia, Ashot Mkrtychev. He has been under US sanctions since March 2023.
The Western policy of imposing sanctions against companies that may be involved in the supply of weapons or dual-use goods to Russia has been introduced systematically and for a long time. Two countries are very actively involved in this, Great Britain and the USA. They are most closely and meticulously watching those who help Russia provide precisely the military-industrial complex.
Mkrtychev's companies facilitated arms deals between Russia and North Korea, according to the U.S. Treasury Department. According to the department, Mkrtychev, in the course of negotiations with officials from the DPRK and Russia, planned to organize the transfer of more than 24 types of weapons and ammunition to Moscow in exchange for raw materials and goods.
The United States continues to root out illicit financial networks that seek to channel support from North Korea to Russia's war machine. Alongside our allies and partners, we remain committed to exposing and disrupting the arms trade underpinning Putin's brutal war in Ukraine. Brian Nelson, Undersecretary of the Treasury for Terrorism and Financial Intelligence of the United States, from a post on the U.S. Department of the Treasury website.
Back in November 2022, U.S. National Security Council Coordinator for Strategic Communications John Kirby reported that North Korea had sent significant quantities of artillery shells to Russia.
Our information indicates that the DPRK is covertly supplying Russia's war in Ukraine with a significant number of artillery shells, while obfuscating the real destination of the arms shipments by trying to make it appear as though they are being sent to countries in the Middle East or North Africa. John Kirby, Coordinator for Strategic Communications at the National Security Council and the White House, from the CNN Post.
The Russian army is shelling Ukraine with weapons that contain foreign components, Yuri Ignat, spokesman for the Air Force of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, said.
Indeed, the appearance of fresh missiles, the April ones, as reported by the Office of the President, in our space, to put it mildly, does not make happy many people, and everyone understands that Russia has managed to establish parallel imports to supply itself with goods that can be used both in everyday life and in the military sphere. Western countries were shown that here is a missile, here is a drone, here is a spare part, here is the company that makes it. Well, planes also roll off the assembly line. Technology is also needed there. Russia does not have such technologies today to create them itself. Therefore, sanctions should not only be announced, but also controlled and influenced by all the world leaders who can influence this process. Yuri Ignat, spokesperson of the Air Force of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, on the air of the Ukrainian National Telethon.
On August the 15th, the Russian military bombarded Ukraine with Kh-101 missiles produced in 2023. Such missiles contain up to 3 foreign chips. Reported by Diana Kolesnik, Yulia Bil, UATV News.